Deuteronomy 28 and 9. The Lord shall establish thee an holy people unto himself, and he has sworn unto thee, if thou shalt keep the commandment of the Lord thy God and walk in his ways. You know, this is what the so-called white man is afraid of, man. He's afraid for the Most High to establish us. Because once the Most High establishes, man, under that new covenant, it's a wrap for the rest of eternity for everybody on the planet, especially these Edomites. They got a small window and it's closing fast. Because after we get put in power, they ain't ever gonna see the light of day again. You know, they're never gonna see power again. They're gonna be brought to the lowest of low, and then when we're done with them after 1,000 years, they're gonna be put under the ground. Might just shoot their body out into space and direct it towards the sun. You know, just burn them up. Because they ain't worthy to be buried in the earth. You know what I'm saying? Verse 10. And all people of the earth shall see that thou art called by thy name, by the name of the Lord, and they shall be afraid of thee. You know? So yeah, like the scriptures say, man, once these people see us come into our power, all these people that looked at us like we ain't shit, like they better than us, or like they can just do and say whatever they want towards us, and we just gotta deal with it. These people gonna be very afraid of us, man. They see the power that we have, which is our power is the Most High. When they see the power that the Most High gives us, they're gonna be like, damn, man, I ain't fucking with them. You know? The Lord shall make thee plenteous in goods, in the fruit of thy body, and the fruit of thy cattle, and the fruit of thy ground, and the Lord in the land which the Lord swore unto your fathers to give thee. Yeah, so I'm gonna go back to verse 9 real quick. The Lord shall establish thee an holy people unto himself, and has sworn unto thee, if thou shalt keep the commandments of the Lord thy God and walk in his ways. You know? And that's exactly what's gonna happen, man. Most High, Yahweh Bashim Al Shai is gonna establish us, man. You know, Lord willing, I'm of the elect, you know. He's going to establish his people, the Israelites. This is Jeremiah 31 and 31. Hold on, actually let me start at verse 30. At verse 1. At the same time, said the Lord, will I be the God of all the families of Israel, and they shall be my people. You know? Because the Most High is only dealing with Israel, man. There's no way around it. You gotta be reading a whole different book or a nursery rhyme in order for you to get that confused. You know, or you gotta have just never read the Bible your whole life and just going off what people say to get that confused. The Bible makes it clear that he's only dealing with Israel, and only Israel gets all these blessings and the promises of the Most High. But verse 31. Behold, the days come, saith the Lord, that I will make a new covenant with the house of Israel and with the house of Judah, not according to the covenant I made with their fathers in the day that I took them by the hand to bring them out of the land of Egypt, which my covenant they broke, although I was a husband unto them, saith the Lord. But this shall be the covenant that I will make with the house of Israel after those days, saith the Lord. I will put my law in their inward parts, and write in their hearts, and I will be their God, and they shall be my people. You know. Alright, this is Hebrews 8 and 10. For this is the covenant that I will make with the house of Israel after those days, saith the Lord. I will put my laws into their mind and write them in their hearts, and I will be to them a God, and they shall be to me a people. And that's in the New Testament, you know, so I read it from the Old Testament and the New Testament. I don't know if you can hear it, but you got those so-called Jesus freaks down there, call themselves teaching the word. A group of old Edomites, probably in their 40s or something. I don't know. I'm guessing 40 they look old, but they look like, you know, some people, they look older than they really are. They look older than they really are. They look like they're in their 40s, but they look older than 40. I don't know if I explained it right, but that's why the scriptures say, you know, you can't put new wine in old bottles. And that apply to everybody, man. Not just Israel. But, you know, the devil, he's not going to just accept the fact that he's going into slavery and that he's from the nation of Esau. Because we've talked to them guys too many times and they still don't get it. Even if the scriptures say it, it's just they go into the denial. They block that. You know what I'm saying? They have an understanding block when it comes to something that goes against what they believe. They just turn their understanding off and stop dealing with logic and facts. They just deal with emotion. It don't matter how you feel, man. The scriptures say what they say, and they mean what they mean, you know, which is just as important, if not more.
I remember one time, I was like, I don't know how we're going to do this. And I go on
I'm going to read verse 8. For finding fault with them, he said, Behold, the day is coming, saith the Lord, when I will make a new covenant with the house of Israel and with the house of Judah. No, because, you know, it was a period of time where the northern kingdom split from the southern kingdom, and then you just had the kingdom of Judah, which is Judah, Benjamin, and Levi, and you had the kingdom of Israel, which was all the so-called Latino and Native American tribes.
You on YouTube, man? What's your YouTube site?
I can write it down for you.
Yeah, write it down for you. Got a lot of things on YouTube. A lot of your teaching on YouTube. But I'll also give you
my elders too, you know, so you can. Are you anywhere on the sign by chance?
You know, when I was over, I used to believe years ago, but no, At one time I was sure years ago, but I'm not.
I mean, if you had to fill out a job application, you know.
Oh, I see what you're saying. I was looking on this side.
Okay.
So I was looking at the tribe. What about you? Yeah, I was noticing that, man. You know, like this video can no longer be found, or and I see it one day, then it's yeah, especially when you start talking about the Khazari, the real people that in Israel today. And you listen, I noticed that when I met this one guy, he from Sudan, you know, and his grandfather told about the people in the books. Anyone who claimed to be, any black person who claimed to have any kind of heritage to ancient Israel, they're not allowed to come into the United States. And they match the DNA of anyone who, so he was telling about this, man, because he used to be part of the war over there, and he got political asylum because he was a political prisoner, but he was telling about in the camp, there were some people who ascended ancient Israel, but they cannot come to the United States if their color, they got any of their bloodline. Well, for sure, he had all the scars on his face from, I don't know, I guess he got tortured. But yeah, man, I'll definitely go there, man.
Because the so-called Jewish guys over here in Israel right now, they run the whole world right now. That's one reason why America sends so much money over there every year, you know? Because they have their hands in everything, and they took the identity of the real Israelites, the tribe of Judah. They took the identity of that tribe, and they don't want this to get out because I was reading earlier, Deuteronomy 28, because this is one of the things of many that these Edomites, because that's what they really are. They're Edomites according to the Bible. Whenever you read the Bible, you come across Edom or Edomites, it's talking about so-called white people. Okay? Right here. And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe and do all his commandments, which I commanded thee this day, that the Lord thy God will set thee on high above all nations on the earth. Now that's why in church they teach our people, especially, the law is done away with. So we don't follow the law, so this prophecy will never get fulfilled. See? If the whole world, especially in America, is designed to further keep our people asleep to the fact of who they really are. Because all these curses, it says, but if it shall come to pass, if thou will not hearken, and so on, to the voice of the Lord and the commandments, all these curses, and you see the list goes on even to the next page, all these curses will come upon us. That's why our people are in the state they are today.
You know, I've been seeing around the states, some churches, congregations, they go independent. There's one pastor, he had a choice to make. Do we keep on down this road, or do we let everybody know he broke, he became independent. And he started teaching someone about the heritage, but he didn't go all the way, but he made a step towards that because he broke away. But you know, there are so many groups of people. People are waking up, I think.
Yeah, yeah.
But you know what? One question, I know that you know this, is that, you know, sometimes if you ever see someone with Christianity, practice Christianity, if you don't know who is Israel today, you know what I'm saying? I know that you were saying that, but you're right. I was doing a little study about the people in Israel today. But I think just that truth alone right there, open eyes. You ever been teaching them that about the people in what do you call them? I call them the Khazarians. Right?
Yeah, they're descendants from the ancient Khazarians, which were Edomites. The white people, they like to go by different names through history. You know, like the Greeks, the Romans, Americans now, the Europeans, they changed their name because the scriptures call them basically criminals, vagabonds. You know, like if you're a criminal in America, you know, high-level criminals, they can have the money that do it. They like to change their name, change their identity. You know, these Edomites, they do that through history.
Right.
And obviously, they took the identity of the Israelites because you know that's just one tribe. Where the other 11 tribes are if they're the real Israelites, and if they are the real Israelites, why do they got gay parades going over there in the Holy Land, right? Why do they got something called kosher pig? You see, it's just in they believe in the Talmud, which is not the Bible. You know, the Bible is pro-Israelites. It tells it it's basically a prophecy about all the good things that's gonna come to Israel if they do this. And if you do badly, this is what's gonna happen.
How some of the people you talk to how are they following the law? I mean, because right now with some of the laws today, how are you keeping, or how? Because really, right there, when they see that, they feel that is deterrent for them to even think about this. It's hard to. How are you following?
Well, you can't keep all the laws in today's society,
right?
Because today's society is designed to get you to break the law, which transgression of law is sin. It's designed to get all these people to sin. That's why they put
instructions.
Yeah, that's why they got bacon on everything now. You got homosexuals at an all-time high. You got the women, you know, at the state they are today. You know what I'm saying, and so on. So it's designed to get us to break the law. But what you have to do is try your best to keep the law to your best ability. Like for example, things that's in your control. Like we're not in control of the clothes and the food that is around us, right? But one thing you can do is, okay, I know McDonald's has things like GMOs and all this other shit they put in the food. So I'm gonna stay away from McDonald's, but you should, because that's not good for your body anyway. And I'm just gonna I'm gonna buy some food that's better for me. Like, you know, like if you have a choice, you know, if you go grocery shopping, buy some food that's good for you. Stay away from pork, shellfish.
Were you ever Christian? Were you ever your family foundational Christian?
Yeah, I mean, I consider myself Christian before I, you know, learned about this stuff. You know, and real quick about the law thing, like the law says you're supposed to grow your beard out. You know, that's why, you know, you see us in the videos, we have our beards. Some brothers can, some brothers can't grow their beard, where they just doesn't grow, where they have a job where they have to shave it. You know, so basically just try to keep the law to the best of your ability, what you can keep. You know, don't just be like, well, I'm not going to keep that because I don't feel like it. If you can keep it, keep it.
Well, here goes something for you. You like to study. I'm environmental safety, and I work out of Alaska. There was independent, and my job is basically cruise ships. Keep on from putting things in the water, or just a monitor for the state. There was a case study done, independent. A lot of money to put in this case study. And they choose Alaska because it's easy to contain the study. Yeah. And what was happening, the DNA, the fishes in some areas was multiplying, the other one was declining. So what brought it, all of a sudden, peoples in their 30s and 40s was all of a sudden having female and male tendency. All of a sudden, I mean, out the blue. So, since this was an independent case study and a lot of money was spent on it, and when I went to school, you know, a lot of people want this case study to come out. So what happened is, long story short, they started tracing it back. And this is where I come in at my job. So the fish DNA was changing. These fishes have turned male and female, but there was their main food source. So,
real quick, you said the fish were
the
changing from male to female?
The DNA of the fish was changing. Some was going male and female, which put a spike in population and put a decline in the population of the fish. So, at the same time, somebody has the wisdom enough to make the connection of why these guys in their 40s, ladies in their 30s, all of a sudden, you know, they started having a female and male tendency. You know, the makeup was changing. You know, history of it. 30, 40, 50 years ago, then they have it in their clan. And they are called eagles and ravens and frogs. These are clans. And but what was happening, a lot of these cruise ships were coming in, come from our boiler water, which in the United States, we not even allowed to talk about this because there's too much money involved. So the fish, their main source of food was fish. So they were making a connection. DNA is a changer, so they eat the fish, then they start changing. But the same chemicals that they use is the same one that we always dump in the Great Lakes, right? Import. You know, so in the same area, because you know, like the chickens, you go to South Carolina, of course, you see all the big breast girls. But it's go back right what you were saying. But you see, I know brothers too, man, that I went to school with. All of a sudden I said, oh no, man, not you.
Turned out.
Yeah, you know, but then it's food related. If you get a chance, you see, because I tell you, man, a lot of money was done for this independence.
You know what the study's called?
I don't know. Well, I got it in my book, but if you Google a study,
independent study done in Alaska.
Just what I'm saying. Just use the word, and you will find it. If I knew I was coming your way, I would have probably kept it on me. But I keep a lot of this. When we in school, but we're not allowed to go around and talk about it. If I can talk about it, I lose my job. You know, because man. But it's just one of those things that we know about, and that's what I stay away from a lot of certain things.
Yeah. And that's very interesting, and it's like that makes it more understandable, like from your perspective, because you actually know about this, so you have a better understanding than all these other people. That's why the women, first of all, women are not supposed to wear as revealing stuff as they wear. Naturally, they're supposed to be covered up. You know what I'm saying? Like if you had a daughter, you don't want her wearing some stuff that you would look at another one and be like, you know what I'm saying, it's attractive. You want to have your daughter covered up, be conservative. You don't just want to ass cheeks hanging out of shorts, cleavage showing. But men nowadays, I remember when I was a kid, like in middle school, high school, I didn't see other guys my age or men older than me wear the things that you see these guys wear nowadays. You know what I'm saying? The super tight pants, the little, you can't really tell this dude's gay or not. It's kind of style he got to him, but it's just like you got the women, you got the men, and the so-called white man with his stuff that he does with the food and the water is just making it where they're coming to just like, you can't tell the difference anymore because the men and women just doing the same shit, wearing the same clothes, because they put on, BPA? Yeah, the stuff they put in like bottled water or like other bottled drinks.
Okay. Yeah.
When you pop it open, you see a little smoke shit come out.
Okay.
Right? That's estrogen. And they put estrogen in the water, especially, and fluoride, along with other things that's not good for you. That's why, like, if you wake up in the morning, you drink some water, you got that chemical taste to it. You ever had that? That's that fluoride.
Yeah.
You don't want to do that because the fluoride, first of all, dociles you. That's what they used in the Nazi camps over there, when Hitler was doing what he was doing, which it wasn't 600 million Jews that died over there. It was only 300 million that lived over there at the time, and they didn't die from torture. They died from typhus, which is something that was plaguing them. But of course, it was a lie that they was doing to make you draw sympathy towards them to help them get into the land there in the day. But that's another story. But estrogen, fluoride, and all this other shit they put in the food is turning these people to, like what you're saying, making the men more feminine. That's how you got. It was a dude I seen on online not too long, like maybe last year or so. I went to high school with him, ran track with the dude. See a picture of him and another dude, and I'm like, the fuck, like I wouldn't have known. But I mean, in high school, he was kind of, he was kind of soft or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
For lack of a better word, but I still didn't see him doing that.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. Right now, man, you're gonna come days soon. You know it. That you fill a job application, and the question gonna be on there: do you have a problem with working homosexual? And you won't even get a job. Now, a lot of people will say, I don't. But at the same time, they took away their voice. If you know the ground, you're going to be protected. I was on this